Have you ever dreamt about what it would be like to have your own private viewing at an internationally renowned art gallery? A handful of social media gurus have been treated to an after-hours tour of Tasmania's Museum of Old and New Art. Sky News Hobart reporter Elizabeth Bryan was at the Australian First event.
Most days Tasmania's Museum of Old and New Art would be filled with thousands of visitors. But it's after hours and there's no crowds, no noises, just a handful of Instagrammers with unprecedented private access to one of Tasmania's most famous cultural locations. It's known as the Empty Movement and it's taking the art world by storm. Instagrammers are invited to capture some of the world's most famous spaces on social media, transformed by the absence of the general public.
Started at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and it was really something that just was like an idea between Instagram community members, and it really took off.
Empty Movement events have since been held at the Guggenheim in New York, the Louvre in Paris and at London's Tate Modern. But the Empty Mona event is the first of its kind in Australasia.
I think it's really special being able to encounter art when you're by yourself, or at least when you feel alone. And it's, especially in a museum like this, it's quite haunting.
With more than 200 million active users a month on Instagram, museums such as Mona are starting to cash in on the social media giant's popularity, using the pictorial medium to connect to a new youthful audience.
Definitely with the Met, also with the Frieze Art Fair, we've seen that they've done these events over and over, and I think that's proof that they're really successful.
It's hoped the Mona event will inspire other Australian museums to share their cultural gems with Instagram.
It's exciting that this is the first in Asia Pacific, because I think it will inspire so many other institutions.
Watch this empty space. Elizabeth Bryan, Sky News, Hobart.